All right, so as a film geek, I'm endlessly fascinated of what a mood on a horror film is actually like. Because I don't know, you pick up the title, it's like, oh yeah, this week I'll be strangled for a couple days, or I'll have a snake attached to my
Or
face.
be buried alive.
What was it like on this one?
What's funny is because we're filming such dark, heavy material, between action and cut, it can get really intense. I find that the atmosphere on set is the complete opposite
Of what's going on?
Yeah, once we're filming. So I enjoy it. I like it because people compensate with humor and lightness and levity. And like also Demian himself is someone who's he seems to just love life and he's so joyous. So it's intoxicating. So he goes from being Father Burke, who's like all rigid and proper, and then all of a sudden he's Demian cracking jokes and making fun of my whistling. It's great.
I was going to say that. I'm glad you brought it up because those moments of happiness from her, it was like people can't imagine how funny she is. And by doing that precise thing, like suddenly, whistling. I was cracking up on the floor, my friend. That was beautiful.
You got to keep it light when you're,
When you're in it
Yeah.
deep.
when you're just surrounded by demonic forces.
Yeah.
It's a lot.
But I heard that you started having nightmares. But you've done horror stuff before. Do you always dream in character? Are you that committed to your craft that you dream in character?
Yes.
Ah.
One thing I had sought out on this film is because in the past I brought work home with me and it kind of like infiltrated my, my psyche and my dreams, and it's not something I really wanted on this film, especially since for most of the time I was alone in Romania when I came back to my hotel room, so far away from any love or comfort. So I chose to like make my brain not ever think about Bonnie as Valak coming into my.
But then your subconscious got.
It does, but I would make myself do my meditation breathing before I went to bed. So I literally would just be. It was almost like I was counting sheep, but I was just counting my breaths. And then all of a sudden, and then I would fall asleep, and it would be the morning. I'd be like, it worked again, thank God.
How about you? I mean, I know that when we talked on that set visit, you said that not necessarily was the horror aspect, that it was sort of the contradictions of the character that you got to play.
Absolutely. I think as I do personally in my life in many different times and on many different levels, I also fight my own demons, and I'm constantly trying to expiate some some.
Just not so literally, I hope.
Yeah, well, yeah, and the thing is that we all have that. We all have this duality of good and evil. We are that. Human beings are that, and we have this. We form with contradictions constantly, and I love that about the character. Father Burke has that, and he's struggling, not only fighting this demonic force, but also trying to fight his own demons. And in doing so, he hopefully will be saved too.
So last question, do you think that having made a horror movie gives you up the ante for you to survive a dangerous situation in real life? Because I was like, last night something fell, and I was going to go and investigate. I'm like, I'm just going to stay here.
Actually, I had the smart
So do you think it gives you any special skills?
I feel like I've done a few of these over the years, and I feel like I've picked up a few tricks, and I've learned a few things. So I feel like I would survive longer than if I didn't partake in these horror films.
There you go. How about you?
I think I carry my holy water at all times.
There you go. That's a good tip to have.
Where is it right now?
I'll leave with that. My time's up. All right. Pleasure talking to you guys.